वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ईश्वरा परम कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविन्द सर्वकारणकारणम् कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति सापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं गणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी भानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for coming Sunday Feast program. And we all know that we are going to celebrate soon. What festival? Sri Ram Navami, Sri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki jai. So in the auspicious anticipation of Sri Ram Navami, I would like to speak about, I would glorify Sri Ramachandra for a few minutes. Okay, so, and Lord Ramchandra, I think we all know that 4 yugas, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, and Lord Ramchandra came in what is that? Treta Yuga, yeah, Treta Yuga. So the life expectancy of Treta Yuga was 10 to the power of 4, 5. 100,000 years. That is 10 to the power of 5, correct? So every millennium, the order of magnitude is lessening down. 10 to the power of 5, 4, 3, and now it is 10 to the power of 2 now. So it was like in Treta Yuga, the life expectancy was 100,000 years or 10,000? 10,000 years. Okay, that was 10 to the power of 4, whatever it is, okay? So, and especially Lord Ramachandra's dynasty, right? If you look at, right, highly regarded among us the followers of old Vedic literatures, right? And if in India, it's not only in India, far east regions of India, for example, southeastern India and far east India, the Lord's Ramachandra dynasty it is there since time immemorial. If you go to certain countries like I used to live in West Coast, and when you fly from, even their flight names were named like Lord Garuda, like that. They have a lot of history of Lord Treta Yuga remnants still there in those countries. Okay, until today, culture of Lord Rama is existing even those countries which are probably theocracies. That is, which countries based on religion, and they take Lord Ramachandra, especially Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and some remnants of Lord Rama rule even in Korea, Japan, China, Cambodia. All these places, and what to speak of Sri Lanka and other countries closer to India, have Lord Rama's dynasties there since ages. Okay? And also, a few centuries ago, there was a dynasty in kings in Thailand, especially in Thailand, who were named after Lord Rama, like Rama 1, Rama 2, Rama 2. They used to name their kings like Lord Rama, Rama 1, Rama 2, and Rama 3, etc. And they have their own version of Ramayana called Ramikan, something like that. So it means that it shows that supremacy of Lord Ramachandra, how it has been since time immemorial, has been percolated into different cultures of the Vedic system, right? Because before India was only single unit. And here I just wanted to talk something about how Ramachandra has been treated with the non-devotees, for example, okay? For example, a prime minister or king, or let us say that a professor wanted a post is vacant. So in the same way, the Lord's post is already filled. We cannot apply for Lord's post. God is God. God has been defined for a long time. There's nothing like, okay, Trump and UK minister, they meet at 6 months in one place, so you'll be 6 months God, I'll be 6 months God, we can decide. God position has been determined, it has been given. There's no vacancy for the God. Only the vacancies for the devotees have been there. So we have to apply for the only vacancies of devotees where we are not interested mostly, right? So the God post has been very clearly defined, and God has been defined as 6 opulences full: knowledge, wealth, fame, strength, beauty, and renunciation. So this is the first major mistake. What people do is that we think that when the Supreme Lord comes, we compare with the human beings. While Lord Ramachandra, we think like he's a mythological figure, or he's like a Ramayana is like a mythology, right? Because the information has been not propagated through Guru Parampara system. That's the reason why we mistakenly interpret these interpretations about the Supreme Lord. Okay? God is eternally, personally, eternally existing person. God is always God, and whoever is not God will not be a God. Okay? They were not God. They don't be God. Okay? So this is the first major mistake people make, that they think ordinary human beings are God. We are all God. They think that way. So the fact of the matter is that we are not God, but we are God's property as a devotee. And second mistake, it seems that they think God is a human being. That's the first mistake we commit. Second mistake is what we did is that a man can become a God. So the second mistake we commit. Because why we do those things is because of the lack of knowledge. Okay? Specifically in case of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, when we go and preach, people start thinking, why Krishna had so many gopis, etc., etc. People misinterpret the information about that one. Why? Because the information has not been propagated to the Guru Parampara system. That's the reason why people misinterpret. Okay? And Lord also descends in different species. For example, he comes as a Matsya avatar, and he comes as a Vaman avatar. And when he comes as a Vaman, he behaves like a Vaman. When he comes as a Matsya, he behaves like a Matsya. When Lord Ramachandra came as a human being, he's behaving like a human being. And people say, why God has to become a human being? He's becoming a human being to show certain characteristics of human beings. That's why he became a human being. So he has to behave like a human. And in the human form of life, Lord Ramachandra has exhibited certain qualities. For example, Narsingh Bhagavan came, and he came as a half lion and half man for a particular purpose. And Matsya Avatar came for a particular purpose, tortoise, and Vamana Avatar came for a particular purpose. So that when they come, they fully manifest those qualities and they behave like that. For example, Ramachandra came as a human being. He behaved like a human being. But people think, why Lord has to behave like a human being? Because he's in the human form, he's behaving like a human form. And in the human form, he's exhibiting certain qualities that has been not manifested by other human species. Okay? So, here, similarly, when he descended human species, he acts like a human being. Because he acted like a human being, people who are not trained in spiritual understanding, in the proper disciplic succession, think that he is an ordinary human being wherever he exists. He is an ordinary human being. Maybe he is an extraordinary human being, but he is not a God. That is the interpretation of the Pundan people. Lord Ram descended to this material world, established a perfect human being, how perfect human beings should behave. Right? And Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna manifests in many forms. And Lord Brahma declares in Brahma Samhita, what is that? Rama Dimurtishu Niyamena Tishtan Nana Vataram Akarotu Bhuvanesha Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Vajami. So Krishna, Rama Adi Murtishu. So different incarnations will come to give different messages. And we can also do that as individuals, and we behave differently in different circumstances. Sometimes, for example, I just wanted to give how Krishna comes in different forms, how we can also, for example, when we are here. When you're angry, we have different face, different mood. When you're happy, you have different face, different mood. And when you go to office, you put certain attire. So you are the same person, but you're behaving in different moods, different. Same way, the Lord, based upon the time, place, circumstances, he comes in different forms and different moods. What's wrong with that one? Right? This is what misinterpretation of people. Why God has to come in this different form? He has a purpose to come. As you exhibit your different forms, God also exhibits different forms. Nana avataram akaroshu bhuvanesha kintu. He comes with different incarnations and forms. Okay? Then, here, Brahma Samhita is done. So next one is that, and what is the distinction in each of these forms? That actually the same Lord Krishna, the identical Krishna, just as they, for example, when you're happy, you have a certain mood. When you're angry, certain mood. Same way, Krishna presents different moods based upon the place and time circumstances. So imagine that you manifest these personalities according to your mood. Let us say when you are angry, I said, certainly you are angry. Angry you are, emerging as an angry person. Okay? And in this way, expanded into all these personalities that all you, but each of them exhibits certain mood, mentality, and certain appearance, just like you dress differently in all these circumstances. So similarly, Krishna manifests all these different personalities like Rama, Narasimha, etc. Each of them have different appearance and each of them have different mood as they come for the specific purposes. Okay? Each of them had an agenda. Well, Ramachandra came in an agenda. What is the agenda for Lord Ramachandra? He has to express Maryada Purushottama as an ideal husband, as an ideal son, as an ideal king, basically. So these are the characters he came. When Lord Sri Krishna came, he exhibited certain qualities. So every avatar has certain qualities to represent. So it's properly known as Maryada Purushottama, Lord Ramachandra. That means who follows certain etiquette. Purushottama means who is it? Uttam means Purush. He is the highest of the flesh. So he's probably known as Maryada Purushottama, right? And Purushottama indicates a supreme person. So Lord behaves in an ideal in every way. So now coming to Valmiki Ramayana, how it started. In the very beginning of Ramayana, begins with Valmiki, Muni thinking about who would be ideal human being and how he could behave. So Valmiki Muni was just meditating, who is ideal person, how he should be, what are characteristics. The moment he's meditating, a pure devotee desires fulfilled easily. Then Narada Muni appears on the scene. And he asks about him, ideal human being, and what are the characteristics of an ideal human being. And should have, is there such a person exist? Really that person exists in this world as an ideal human being? He's like a doubtful. Then without a pause of a second, Narada Muni says, yes, there is one person. Yes, indeed, all these qualities you have mentioned can be found in one person, that is Lord Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. So he says Lord Ram is there. He has all these qualities. Ideal husband, ideal son, ideal king, ideal star. Is everything. Is that. Okay? And then Narada replies, yes, indeed, all these qualities mentioned have in Lord Ram. He is son of King Dasharath, and he exemplifies and embodies all these extraordinary qualities and more in that section, very beginning of Valmiki Ramayana, which is called original Ramayana, that's Adi Ramayana, and all the Ramayans are based on that Adi Ramayans. Krishna's, Ram's characteristics are fully described. In the section of Ramayana, we find descriptions about sublime qualities of Lord Ramachandra in that section of the Ramayana. What an ideal human being should be, okay? Because Valmiki's question was very important, who and what is the ideal human being? Then what kind of qualities one should have an ideal human? Maybe one should be very, very wealthy. He's good at art. He is good at football. No, sorry. He's good at, He's good at, he's good at what extra, etc. These are the questions they ask. So Lord Ramachandra has all the qualities. Then these are answered by Valmiki in the beginning. So want to know about Lord Ramachandra. So Valmiki sits in meditation. Ultimately, at the end of the meditation of Valmiki, the Brahma, the creator, appears in front of him. And he says, this whole drama you have seen. So when Valmiki was meditating, he has seen some incident in his dream. That was a bird who was shot down by a hunter. Okay? And in the great angst, this Valmiki cursed that hunter because the birds were together and he killed two birds. Okay? Then you shot them, so you were so cruel. Valmiki, out of compassion, he thought burst, and he is out of love, he curses the person. And then he doesn't want to curse, but because of his meditation, he could see that incident, immediately some words come out of his mouth. Unexpectedly. Sometimes we are in anxiety, something comes, oh my gosh, why did I say that? I could have not said that. So things come up like that. So that happened to Valmiki Muni. Then Valmiki Muni was repenting for his action. Why did I say these words? He doesn't even plan to that one. And his disciple next immediately recorded those words. Right? And what is just uttered, and his disciple immediately committed the words in memory. And Valmiki is thinking, what was happened to me? Why did it come out of my mouth? How many of you, okay, just the question for us, we all have these experiences, right? When our anxiety or somebody comes and says something, immediately we react. And we say something, then I don't know, man, I could have left alone. Why did I say these words to him? So this happens to everyone. And while even in the dream, the meditation also, repenting for his action. Then, but Valmiki is not, see, between you and me, no big deal. But Valmiki Muni is a Muni, right? When certain words comes from the realized souls, there could be something, right? Valmiki Muni, those words came, and he is not ordinary person. Something comes to ordinary person. Valmiki is something special. So his disciples know the glories of his guru. Then they knew there is something about to happen, because that's why it's like we call will of a providence, whatever you call will of a providence by Supreme Lord. And those words came, and then he cursed then Valmiki because you have destroyed the happiness of innocent bird couple. Then Valmiki Muni gives the curse that aeons and aeons, means like longer and ages and ages, the misery will be there for that person who killed the birds. He gives that curse to them. Then, but because he gave that, but he's still feeling why I give this one. And when he was giving morose about that one, a saintly person generally don't curse like that, but it came out of his also very essential to think about that point. Then, and he was deliberating on that one. And on this creation, Lord Brahma immediately descends to Valmiki Muni ashram, and he comes and Brahma knows this because he's the highest demigod, right, on the planet, Lord Brahma. And he comes and asks Valmiki, my dear sage, please do not fret, means do not worry, do not anxious about this. I also know what happened, and you speak these words because these orders came from me. It was my plan that you spoke those words, and I have a plan for you. I have a plan for you. And what is that plan? The plan is that you have to write Lord Ramachandra glories, Ramayana. That was the plan for the Valmiki Muni. I'm just giving the prelude to this one. So we have to write Ram. At that time, it appears that when Valmiki Muni wrote Ramayana, Rama was there. It was in between, okay? And it was some point just before Lord Ram's departure to Ayodhya. It is some point where Valmiki Muni started writing down, okay, story, and he remembered it. And after that, Valmiki Muni composed Ramayana. So that happened. So at that point, Ramayana was in between that Valmiki Muni is compiling, and he knows past, present, even future. Brahma gave benediction to him that all Ramayana would be future, but you write everything, what is going to happen, who is going to talk words, who is going to take words, etc. Everything, all the benedictions were given to Valmiki Muni by Lord Brahma. Okay? And Brahma spoke to Valmiki. You have to write Ramayana at this time. So Brahma spoke to Valmiki, said, my empowerment, you will be able to visualize every single of the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, all his activities, and who said what, you will see crystal clear in your meditational practices. And we all know that the scriptures, especially Bhagavatam, Sri Bhagavad Gita, thing, Vyasadeva compiled. But at mature state of its devotional service, the knowledge is revealed to them. Yeah, this is the realized knowledge. That's the meaning of realized knowledge. It means they reveal, they can see everything crystal clear because they have inner vision. They can see everything, they can write all these shastras. So that's what Valmiki Muni was bestowed, mercy by Lord Brahma, visualize every single detail of the pastimes of Lord, and all his activities are very crystal clear. If that is happening in front of his eyes, Valmiki Muni can see because these rishis have an internal vision. They have internal television, what you call. They can see everything going on. We see external television, what's happening all over the world. But they have internal television. They can see that Lord Ramachandra, pastimes going on, who is talking to who, what, etc. All these things are happening. Okay? And that's what he got the mercy from Lord Brahma. So Brahma said to Valmiki that you will be able to visualize every detail of Lord's pastimes. All that happened so far, all that happened in current, and all that would happen in the future as well. Okay? And remember, everything you speak, because it comes an inspiration from me. As a Brahma, I would bestow you, you get inspiration from me. So Valmiki Muni gets full inspiration from Lord Brahma. He writes every what you call, all the details of Ramayana in Valmiki Muni writes. So we can't say these things about ourselves. We imagine many things, more things than often, but anyway. So, but sages like Valmiki and Vyasadeva, right, who compiled great scriptures like Ramayana and Puranas and Upanishads and so on, that it is the, what you call, their realized knowledge, right? They can see that. They can see past, present, future. They can write the scriptures without any difficulty. They actually visualize these things. They are giving internal realization of these facts and incidents, and therefore they're able to relate if they are seeing this within their eyes. Okay? And they were able to see through in their internal eyes. Internal world is most mystical world. And current age people, we have no clues about it. If you go and talk about spiritual world, people start questioning, "Aap dekha hai? Aisa bata rahe? Do you see that?" People ask these questions, but they don't have the information about the spiritual world. What the spiritual world is? 3/4 of the spiritual world. And while Lord descends from the spiritual world to material world, do you think he doesn't have anything else to do there? And Lord is so happy in his abode. What is abode made of? Chintamani prakara sadmashu kalpa vruksha lakshavateru surabhira vipalayantam lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tama. Do you think God is just out leaving his goal and this, that, and coming to material world to just out of, has nothing else to do? Because he wanted to give pleasure to his devotees and fulfill a certain actions, agenda for that incarnation, right? And imagine Valmiki was able to visualize the entire Ramayana internally, all the incidents he mentioned there, including conversations, the facial expressions also he was able to see through his Divya Drishti. Features, individuals, little incidents that happened, everything was visualized by Valmiki, crystal clear. And Brahma went on to say, not only will everything you speak composed be true, nothing, but you composed, nothing would be false. Whatever you write, with my empowerment in Valmiki Ramayana, nothing going to be false. Everything will be crystal clear because of my benediction. But also, your compassion will be on this earth. Valmiki's glories will be on this earth. As long as there are rivers, mountains, and oceans exist on this creation, all the glories of Lord Ram would be glorified. So Lord Brahma bestowed such great mercy to Valmiki. Today we all know about Valmiki, who composed this great epic, Ramayana, and wrote this in his meditation. He also himself plays a role in Ramayana. Valmiki not only writing Ramayana, he plays a role in Ramayana as well. Does anybody remember an incident where he played Ramayana in role? Yes. He gives protection to Mother Sita when she was pregnant and she was sent to forest. And she stays with Valmiki Muni. And Love and Kush, they were born in Valmiki's, right? Right. And that is the potency of Valmiki. And Valmiki asked him, Sita Devi take shelter when she's pregnant. And when she asked to leave kingdom, Valmiki gives a shelter just as Narada Muni gave to whom? My mother Kayadu, Prahlad Maharaj, mother, because demigods think she's going to give a birthday and Vasura, they want to kill him, but unfortunately became a devotee of the Lord by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from Narada Muni. Right? It's the same story. Right? So similarly, Valmiki Muni gave protection to Sita Devi, and two sons, great sons of Lord Ramachandra, Lava and Kush, was born in Valmiki Muni ashram. Right? And then coming to journey back. So Lord Ramachandra, all these 14 years have done, everything is done. Now they wanted to come back to Lanka to Ayodhya. And which there is a Pushpak Viman. No reservation is required, no cancellation of the tickets, no mechanical failures. These Pushpak Vimans are very easy. And also, they cannot just put 60 people. You have to put your legs like this when you sit in the right. It's not like that. That is like Pushpaka Vimansa. They could put all monkeys, all bears, all Vanarasena. Whole thing came in one single plan. Wish we could have one now, right? Yeah, I was so happy. People carry, all Americans carry dogs and cats with them. Yeah, of course, some Indians as well. So subtle technologies. There's no mechanical failures. A flight fell down, 270 people died, no big deal, right? So when Lord Rama was coming to Ayodhya in the Pushpaka Viman, our great devotee of Lord Ramachandra, who is that? Lord Hanuman. Hanuman landed at certain distance, and Lord Ramachandra said, I'm going to go to Ayodhya with consort Sita Devi, and I just give one small assignment for you. Okay, well, always Hanuman is looking for work, like we look for devotional service in the temple, right? So he's looking for a work. Lord Ramachandra says, I'll give a small work for you. You go ahead and tell Bharat that we are coming in Pushpaka Viman. Okay? And I would like you get his facial expressions. I would like to get his facial expression, how he feels when he hears that Lord Ram is coming to rule the kingdom. Okay? But on contrary, we all know that Bharat, when Lord Ramachandra went to forest, right, when he was living Chitrakoot, he went and requested Lord Ram to come back. And Ram said, no, I want to follow the Dharma, whatever X reasons he gave, I don't want to come back because I want to follow the orders of Father, etc. But finally he took his Padukalu, and he did not live in Ayodhya. He lived in a place called, what is that place? Durga something, I forgot the name. Nandigram, a little away from, he was living there, putting on the Simhasan Lord's Paduka, and he's just acting on a behalf of. He's a power of attorney, what you call? I don't know, whatever you call. He's looking at power of attorney. He's just like, Lord Ramachandra is there, his Padukala is there, I'm just acting on behalf of him. Okay, he's acting. So he's clear, he has no bad intentions at all. But Hanuman was looking for work. Lord Ram said, okay, let me engage my service. Go and find expressions on the face of Bharat and report to me. And there had no WhatsApp in those days. They have to somehow communicate to them, right? So then he went back, Bharat ruled, and he went back and he told Bharat, Lord Ram is coming in Pushpaka Viman. Then Bharat was very happy. And Hanuman did not see a trace of unhappiness. He was expecting, I want to report to my boss some positive result. If he shows some negativity, something, I had some case to present to him. But unfortunately, did not find that case that, okay, everything is happy. How come he's so happy? So, and he has nothing else to report to Lord Ramachandra. Then, meanwhile, flight got delayed. What we do, we go via somewhere, with refueling and all those things are happening in that case. Then flight got delayed. Then Bharat started chastising Hanuman. All these monkeys are like this. I never believe monkeys. Then he was chastising. Then Hanuman really gets so offended. How can you say I'm such a faithful servant of Lord Ramachandra? How dare you to say this one? So the things are getting little messy. Then they see Pushpaka Viman coming from the, from Akash. Then Lord Ramachandra comes. And everybody, he did not get a report from Hanuman. So Ram was happy, okay, all set to go now. So no issues, no big deals. And then everybody comes and all the villagers, everybody in Jubilee and Lord Ramachandra comes and everything so happy. That's the story, but what I will do now, I'll go to our dear Prabhupada, what he said in Srimad Bhagavatam. 9th canto, 10th chapter, 51 shloka. Please. Okay? So I think, I'll just read the purpose, like 2-3 shlokas. How, because we all hanker for, when Lord Ramchandra came, he was coronated, all things done pompously, and all the villagers came. He took blessings from all the Kula Gurus and his mothers especially. All these things happened. Now, Ramaraja started. Now we want to see the symptoms of Lord Ramaraja, how Prabhupada describes in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto 9th chapter. Okay? I'll just read the translations. Here, this is 9th canto 10th chapter 51. Translation, I just read translation. Lord Ramchandra became king during Treta Yuga. But because of his good government, the age was like Satya Yuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. And in this sloka, I like one sloka Prabhupada puts, what is this? Kalir doshe nide rajan, asmin ek mahagun, Kirtana devasya krishnasya, mukta sangam paramade. So that beautiful shloka, that gives the entire crux of Srimad Bhagavatam, put in one shloka, that what a living entity has to do to follow dharma. Krishna, Sukadeva Goswami puts in one shloka. Kalir doshe nidarajan. They know the symptoms of Kali. What are the symptoms of Kali? Prayena halvayusha sapya kala vasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hiva padritaha. Kali Yuga is full of faults. Manda, we are fit for nothing. Great news. We fit for nothing in Kali Yuga. Right? And we have short memory. Do you remember what did you eat last Saturday breakfast? Nobody remembers what they eat today morning, right? Don't tell your wives anyway. So these are the things, these are symptoms of Kali. Sukadeva Goswami puts beautifully one shloka. Kalir doshe nide rajan. Full of faults. If you want to fight in Kali Yuga with anybody, how long it takes? 2 seconds. In India especially, you go to the bus stand, you put your dusty in the seat, bus. Then somebody comes and says, Mera laga hai, dusty mein laga hai. Start fighting. Does that happens or no? Right? Exactly. So Kali is full of faults. Asmin yek mahagun, greatest quality, kirtana devasya krishnasya. Just by taking the name of Krishna towards mukta sangam paramam rajit. All things will be eradicated completely. Zero slate, clean up. That's the beauty of this Kali Yuga. So fallen, but greatest benediction. So that's the Ramaraja here. Next sloka explains that, O Maharaj Parikshit, telling to Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami telling to Parikshit Maharaj, best of the Bharat dynasty, during the reign of Lord Ramachandra, the forest, the rivers, the hills and mountains, the states, the 7 islands. In those days, we have this total 7 islands, right? I'm from geology. I know a lot of geology background. It's called Panthala, Pansala. Only 7 continents were. Then continental drift theory came, everything moved apart. Okay? 7 islands and 7 seas for favorable supplying necessities of life for all living beings. There's no scarcity of anything. And other one is when Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was king of this world, all bodily and mental sufferings, disease, old age, bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear, fatigue were completely absent. There was even no death for those who did not want it. Wow. Excellent. Right? Look at the beauty of, even if you don't want to die, you can live forever. That's the beauty. And again, Lord Ramchandra took a vow to accept only one wife and have no connection with any other woman. He was a saintly king, and everything in his character was good, untied by qualities like anger. He taught good behavior for everyone, especially for householders in terms of varnashrama dharma. Thus, he taught the general public by his personal act. That is the advent of Lord Ramachandra, the material world, is to show his character, how an ideal human has to behave. right? And next, Mother Sita was very submissive, faithful, shy and chaste. Shy and chaste, very important. Always understanding the attitude of her husband. Yeah, this puts me in question, right? Yeah, always understanding the attitude of her husband, very important. Thus, by her character and her love and service, she completely attracted the mind of Lord Ramachandra. So this is the perfect Gruhastha Dharma. He showed how to follow that. And Mother Sita reciprocated equally. So that's how Lord Ramaraja. So we are all aspiring for Lord Ramaraja. And we are happy that recently, I always feel happy that we had our Lord Ram temple established in our own country, Hindu countries. It took so long for us to put, and all glories to our Prime Minister Modi. We need Rajarshis like that. Our UP Prime Minister, is it? We need people, Rajarshis. They represent us. We need them more. And Dharma runs. Otherwise, haywire everywhere. Okay? So I'll stop here. I have time. I'll do one Ram Bhajan, if Madhupur allows. 1-2 minutes. Ram Bhajan. Take it, chala. Permission granted. Okay? I mean, you know all this, okay? By the way, any questions? I don't think you have any questions, the way I told you. Totally confused. Okay, that's good. What? Exactly, that's what I wanted. So nobody asks questions. Yes, Prabhuji, you're asking something? you have a question or an answer? Oh, okay, that's fine. If somebody answers, I'll be happy. I don't have to. Okay. I just sing regular Raghupati Raga. I just wanted to, just my 2 cents of devotion per Ram, please. Okay? Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Sita Ram Jaya Sita Ram Bhaj Manu Pyare Sita Ram Sita Ram Jaya Sita Ram Bhaj Manu Pyare Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Jai Raghunandana Jaya Siya Ram Janaki Vallabha Sita Ram Jaya Raghunandana Jaya Siya Ram Janaki Vallabha Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Sri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari. Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming.